Jennifer Priest here with another fun DIY project. Here is a upcycled kid's toy guitar or toy ukulele, and I turned it into Dia De Lost Muertos door decor. You could use this for Halloween or Day of the Dead. So I took off my sticker. I got this at Goodwill for $3.99, and the first thing you want to do is either paint it with gesso or chalk paint, and I use chalk paint. The reason is there's varnish on the ukulele or toy guitar, and paint won't stick to it, so you kind of need to prime it. Then I used some of this really cool crackle paste that I got from Deco Art Media, and I put that all over the back with a palette knife and let that dry. It just gives it a really fun, cool texture. Next, I did some paint around the edges and glued some dollar store flowers to the top. And then I took this really cool iron-on from the Crafty Chica. This is her new line that's at Michael's, and there's a link to it in my blog. And I ironed that on. So you just use a soft cloth to iron that on. You can put it on wood, fabric, all kinds of different things. Once it's cool, peel the back off, and then you're ready to go. And it's got this really neat velvety texture. Next, I took a painter's pen from Elmer's, and I used that to add some doodles to the rest of my ukulele because the skull just didn't cover everything all the way. And what was really cool is I could just use the patterns that were already in the skull to create the rest of my doodles. So I'm just mimicking the little stars, the scalloped edges, the flowers, and all the other elements that are already in this Crafty Chica iron-on. So you don't have to like reinvent the wheel. You can kind of just copy everything. Then I took a chisel edge paint pen and filled in the outline of the ukulele. I wanted this to be really bold and to stand out and create that contrast. I also painted some black along the bottom of the ukulele to add kind of a shadow effect, just with some basic acrylic paint. Now on the side here you could paint everything black, or you can add some more doodles, so that's what I did. And I did make the sides different from one another, whereas on the front of the toy guitar I had everything kind of repeating itself so that it was symmetrical. On the sides I just kind of had fun and doodled everything, again keeping with that theme, using the hearts and the swirly-doos and the little mum type flowers that were on the actual skull iron-on from Crafty Chica. Now you do want to be careful not to put your hand in the wet paint while it's wet, or else it will smear. Next, I used some more of those painter's pens to add color to my ironed on skull. So I just used different colors of the pens. These are a couple different sets from Elmer's. There's some neon in there, as well as just some regular bright primary colors like this really pretty orange that I'm using. And what's nice is the velvet edging kind of makes it so you don't have to be so super clean when you're coloring in. I just kind of loosely colored everything in, and it ended up looking really cool. Now the paint is going to kind of separate a little bit on the crackle finish, and that's what I wanted, and you'll see that in the finished project photos that are over on my blog. I wanted this to look old and aged, and so this was a way to do it by putting that crackle paste on that didn't interfere with the color or the brightness of my skull here. So I colored in my teeth and colored in different things and just kind of kept repeating those same colors. So I took the purple that was from the top of the heart and pulled it down to the teeth and then around the eyes. And then I had actually taken the handle off of the ukulele, and I decided I wanted it back on, so I hot glued it back on and painted that black. And then I took some heavy duty wire and kind of put it through a few loops through the back that would normally hold the strings of the guitar, and then tightened that down with some wire cutters and wire tools and hung that on my front door. So you can see it on my front door. It's a really fun, unique piece, a totally different alternative to a wreath. So I hope this inspires you to find something at your local Goodwill and upcycle it like I did with this iron-on. Thanks again for tuning in. Please hit my subscribe button and give me a thumbs up if you liked this video. Thanks, bye!